Hey, listen, the reason I'm here today is because I wanted to talk about an opportunity that I think most people are missing. And the biggest part of it is it's accessible to everyone. But you're not behind and you're not left out. And I explain to you why. Once you have a shift in the mindset and you see what I'm talking about, is mindset and awareness. Let me explain. There is a trucker who is a podcaster who's been asking me to come on this podcast. And I said, yeah, I'll come on the podcast. Give me a minute. I had to think about what I wanted to talk about. So it took a while. I still haven't made it there yet. But in preparing to come, I said, well, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about digital real estate. And I have this concept called digital land grab, and you'll understand it in a minute. I said, well, let me go see if he has his podcast.com, podcastname.com. Of course, he didn't have it. So I bought the podcastname.com and built a landing page for him for the podcast. The point is, someone else would try to sell it back to him whenever he decided that he needed it for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I'm just gonna give it to him. But he don't know that because I hadn't said all that. So I don't know what that situation is. What my point is, just what I just told you. That's because I'm aware and paying attention and know that these opportunities are out here. And if you've ever gone to register a domain name, if you don't know what that is, yourname.com is a domain name. And you should register that, by the way. But if you ever going to register one and it was gone, and then you try to go to the website and it's not there, then that's probably because someone bought it because they figured it was a good domain name, and you can't buy it any longer for $11, which is what it would cost if you bought it direct from the registrar. Now it's $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. So it's the same concept, which proves my point is that just having that certain level of awareness and realizing how you can apply it across the board creates opportunities for you. So just like that $11 domain it cost me, he will probably feel okay with paying $100 for it. Which the website. I probably will charge him $100 for the trouble and everything. That's including the domain name and transfer it to him. But people, well, like I said, will try to charge $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. You might see someone who, or a business, or hear a phrase on TikTok, or a celebrity say something. It happens all the time. It's just that we have to start thinking about, in order to trademark something and then create a t-shirt brand around it requires, or at least used to, considerably more money. But now you got print on demand. That isn't the same anymore. The barrier to entry is not the same on that either. But now, talking about $11, $12 to register a domain name. So you might hear this phrase or something that's made popular, and as soon as you hear it, go and see is it available. If it's available, register the domain name, $11. Then I have a GPT card from Passion to Profits that is designed especially for helping you take something you're interested in or passionate about and developing it into a money generating asset, digital asset. And have this iteration back and forth on, hey, I have this idea, I have this domain name, I have this business, I have this concept, I have this history, I have this experience. How can I use it to make money? You can do that with this term and that domain name. And you might even want to do it before you go register it to see if you like the ideas that comes up. It's going to be 10 times more than you come up with. And if you don't like any of them, all right, leave it alone, don't buy it. But if you want to be quick before someone else has the same idea, then you go buy it and then you look it up because it's just $11. And you find the right person where it makes sense. Why wouldn't you spend $100 for something that's already been developed, put together, and you just switch it over to them? You can do a lot of things without technical skills now because of no code and all of the LLMs for this, which is the ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. So for example, I have a domain name called, Decks That Last. Decks That Last. I have GreensboroDeckPros.com and I have DecksThatLast.com. Now I need to build a site on Decks That Last, I think. But on Greensboro Deck Pros, I have a landing page with a lead magnet and actually is promoting a webinar. There's none of that happening right now, but it's already set up for all of that. Why wouldn't, and I can have the webinars and talk about it and invite people on that. This is what I'm telling you. I could start that myself, knowing nothing about decks, in general, nothing specific. I don't know how to build a deck. I can figure out how to build a deck. I can build a deck. I just have no history of building a deck, but I know that I can do it. But anyway, the point is, I can invite deck builders to a webinar about building decks, advertise it to the general public and say, hey, we're gonna have some professionals on here telling you how to take care of your decks and make them last a long time. If anybody is in the market to buy a deck, then fill out the form below and we'll give you the contact with the guy that's just here giving you all of this free information on how to take care of your deck. This deck builder is one or two things. One, you can pre-arrange from him in the beginning that you will get 10% of every job you find him. Or At this point, you already have the names of people, and you can say to him, if you want these leads, pay me X amount of dollars per lead. $50 per lead, $100 per lead. They're going to get $10,000, $20,000 for the decks. Why wouldn't they pay you that? Or if he don't want to pay you that, you call 5 other deck builders. I got these guys who are interested in building the deck. I was just wondering if you're interested in the leads. Maybe they don't buy them because they don't know where you got these names from or whatever, but all you got to do is the contract. Well, you don't have to give me the money up front. It's right up a contract. You pay me when the decks get built. I'm talking about deck builders here. You could be talking about plumbers. You could be talking about roofers. You could be talking about something you're passionate about or experienced in. And think of a similar scenario. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people, and especially talking about service businesses, they're not thinking in this way. How can I use, social media and positioning and landing pages and domain names and websites? How can I use them in such a way that I increase the value and the profit in my business? And again, there's levels. There's so many levels. So if you understand that, and you understand that this doesn't apply to one business, but every business, whether you want to just focus on local service businesses or you want to focus nationwide, it's easier to go local because you can go door to door. People feel like, there's some commonality here. You live here. So now, if you started something like that, you could do something like that on the regular, and now you build relationships with these people. And it's not a one-off, it's ongoing. There's an expectation, there's a history, there's a bonding, there's a relationship. And if you do it right and you want to be that pillar in the community, it's not only one way, it's between, now you are the middle person between the deck builders and the community, and held to a certain regard by both of them. That's equity. And if intentional about it, it could be brand equity, which increases in value. So like I said, it's just so much. You don't even need the technical skills that you think you do, because I can give you free tools such as the custom GPT and Content Creator Pro. That's a GPT to help you create content, and more customers, more clients. That's to help you, or you be the middleman and helping other businesses get more clients. All of these are free GPTs I give you. I have sold them, but free. I give them to you. Ask. I'm starting a service where I'm helping businesses get better positions, increase profit margin, grow their business, increase their customer, whatever it is that you're deciding you want to do. Tell it, give it the context, give it all the information about the business. It's going to give you a solution. So all you need is the awareness. And my thing has been trying to get people using AI. A lot of people feel like AI, I don't have no need for it, I don't have no reason for it. What I'm trying to get everybody to understand is, first of all, no matter who you are and where you are right now, you can use it as leverage for yourself in your personal life. Second of all, doing that gets you more familiar with it. And as you use it, then you're going to understand the power of it. And then with this awareness that I'm talking about, it makes it easy to apply the power that you've experienced in the way that you've learned how it could be used. And now you got unlimited ideas. You can't sleep at night because your head keeps going crazy, and you're waking up early, you're going to bed late, and you got to try to reel it in to keep you from trying to act on all of these ideas. Don't do that, because you're going to be broke if you do that. You have to choose a path. Deck builders, home improvement, they're working in the business, not on the business. You have to reach a certain place and be in a certain position to have the freedom and the mind and the level of awareness to work on the business and not in the business. You're that bridge because of what you've learned already here today. And the probably biggest and missing link for a lot of you right now is just getting in there and playing with these LLMs, ChatGPT, Claude. Play with Claude. I don't know when ChatGPT is going to use OpenClaw or whatever to be able to take control of your computer so that you can actually automate tasks. Claude can do that right now. But let's not jump ahead to that. You'll learn these things. Go ahead and use Claude so that you're already in the ecosystem that gives you the most versatility and the largest amount of leverage, including automation, which gives you even more free time, of course. I'm going to conclude with this because I can go on another hour. My battery is getting hot in my drone. How much of this do you want to hear? So if you're interested, then click the link and join my school, Digital Land Grab, where we talk about this awareness. And let's go slide.
Fresh cap, clean law, brand new load. Old head said, son, this will test your soul. I just laughed and I hit that road. Good part first, sunrise, empty lane. You and your thoughts, nothing in the way. First big check, feel 10 feet tall.
That's enough.
Call makes your heart